And someone made it very simple for me, though. This one person, she said to me, well, look at it this way, Heather. You've got no money now. What's another 3 years? Because that's what it was coming down to. Do I take the job that's going to pay me, or do I take the job that's going to give me a really secure future and a job that is nourishing? And at the time, I had no money, and that was the decision. It was like, well, you're right. I've got no money. I may as well just push through. But I haven't really encountered a lot of people. But my daughter has, Harmony has, and someone said to her, and this might ring true for you, Doug, with all Harmony's journey, if you're ever delving into that the person that you were, so let's just say Harmony had this group of people in her life for years. Now, the person she was when she was with them, not the person she is now. But in that group, she will always be that person.
Yeah.
They won't ever acknowledge her change and her growth, because to them and their experiences with Harmony, she will always be that person. Yeah. And she said to me, when that person said this to her, I went, oh my God. I said, Lovey, that's revolutionary stuff. And what that brings up is you will always be someone to others, to people, based off times in your life when you were that person. They won't necessarily choose to see the new person. Yeah. They will always just see the old person. That's their problem. That's their stagnation. It's got nothing to do with you or her or me. It's all got to do with them. If they're
and you're not going to please everybody.
Exactly. And some people will always choose to see you as being the person 10 years ago, 20 years ago, as opposed to who you've become now. But that's their problem.
And that's so true. And Doug, I know Doug's experienced that. Doug, his journey, we're in the middle of I'm not writing, but I'm helping him write a couple of books, a science fiction book and a diet book on his journey. But he does the work. All I'm doing is I just offer suggestions, and not all of them are the best, because I'm no expert in that. But we work together, and I know Doug still comes up with a lot of, and we have this discussion, to put it calmly, every day, because I can talk to Doug now and go, Doug, okay, that's it, stop. You can stop now. Like years ago, hey, Doug, let me put this to you. Now we're close enough. I can go, you're still living in looking for a pat on the back. You got to stop it. You are an international, not celebrity, but a person of international, not fame yet, but fame in your own way, that people write to you and go, wow, I love this Relentless you're doing. We do one for pro wrestling, because I used to be a wrestler. We interview people about tales on the mat. We started, and that was Doug's idea. He said, why don't we do one about, no, I did the wrestling one, and then Doug said, let's do one about trains, because you used to drive trains. We have now got international train drivers from Canada, Africa, Australia, just sharing their little journey on the trains. And I look at Doug, I go, Doug, you don't need to keep looking for applause and pats on the back. You're already doing it. You don't need to wait for that. And you're not going to get it all the time.
Yep. Yeah. That's right. And life isn't, it's nice when that happens. Yes, but if we're always just waiting for it, we might be waiting and waiting and waiting.
Yeah.
So we just go, I did a good thing. I go, what am I going to do next? What other person am I going to inspire or have on the show and stuff like that? Yeah.
Well, Doug went shopping the other day in Arizona, and we were talking on the phone. He said, hang on, Andy, I just got to get someone to hold my shopping cart. I went, what? He goes, someone's looking after my shopping. I said, what, you just asked a stranger to look after your shopping cart? And he went, yeah. The guy said, yeah, I'll look after. I went, oh, that's incredible. And then as he went, the guy yelled out, hey, I've got to go. And Doug said, I've got to go get my car. And the guy said, by the way, you're that guy off that series. You and Andy are doing an amazing job. Keep it up. And I went, did he just say that to you? He goes, yeah. I went, wow, holy cow. I said, he just patted you on the back without you waiting for it. He actually did something for you. You asked him to look after your shopping trolley, and he did. And he did it probably because he said, wow, this guy's inspirational. A next door neighbor said to him that he doesn't know, well, they're not close neighbors, but Doug was walking his dog, and the guy said something to him, and then he said, by the way, you're that guy off that channel, aren't you? And he went, yeah. He said, never knew it, mate. We live next door. He said, you inspire me and my whole family. I said, Doug, you don't need a pat on the back. You're already getting them, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, and
Yep.
it's a good feeling.
Of course it is. Oh, God, if you saw him, oh, my God, if you saw him 6.5 years ago, it's like you just said, he's a different person. And people still see him as the bohemian fat kid who's got autism, who's useless, so they think, and they can't get past the head. A guy, Doug, tell them what happened in the gym a month ago.
A month ago, I was at the gym and I was working out as usual, and I encountered a former schoolmate of mine who used to mock me for being for being overweight. And he went up to me and was like, "Hey, fatty, how you doing?" And he said it even though he saw that I was now thin and skinnier and more handsome, better looking. And when he said that, I was like, I just decided to kill him with kindness. I was like, "Hey, dude, I hope you're having a good day at the gym." And then he tried again and was like, "You're going to have a heart attack, bro." And I was like, "By coming to Planet Fitness, you're living the life that rocks." And he just walked off.
Good on you, Doug. Good
yeah,
on
it's
you.
great. I
So
said
he's
to
not
Doug,
the big
well,
problem.
and Heather knows me, you know, there's been times at the leisure centre where I've had to revert to ex-Andy and, you know, stand up to people and throw a few threats out, you know. And I said to Doug, probably lucky I wasn't in the gym with you. I don't think I would have been quite as kind
No.
with my words to him. I would have had to have a chat to him outside and said, that's my friend, please don't talk to him like that. But